So LEGO 2K Drive is probably one of, if not the most unknown LEGO game, purely because it is like any other racing game, just with the LEGO texture pack. But that didn't stop me from attempting to get the Platinum Trophy for this game. The Platinum Trophy comes in at a 4 out of 10 difficulty with a playtime of 60 hours due to 2 specific trophies. And of course, we start off the game by completing the main story. So the start of the game gives us a cutscene giving us a basic rundown of the game. We want to compete in the Sky Cup Grand Prix to try and attain the Sky Trophy. But to do that, we need to beat a bunch of crazy drivers, one of those being Shadow Z, who is basically the main villain of the game. After getting introduced to Shadow Z, we get introduced to Chuck Racington, an ex-driver who is basically the guide throughout the story. And after getting the rundown of the story, we get into the tutorial of the game, which is pretty basic as it is just a racing game. After completing the tutorial, we get a brief showing of Turbo Acres and all it has to offer. We then race against Clutch Racington, and after beating him, we get the first trophy of the game. We then get let out into the open world of this game, and I started doing some of the side missions. And after doing a couple, I got my next trophy for drifting 5,000 meters. After doing some side missions, we then get access to Big Butt County, and can now do the first race of the game. The way to progress in this game is to beat certain racers who, once beaten, will give you a white flag. Then once you gain enough flags, you will be able to compete in the Grand Prix for that area. But halfway through the first race, we get a trophy for traveling around Big Butt County. I then do some side quests and get my next trophy for breaking 1,000 objects. And after hitting 200 people with my car, I get another trophy, which is a bit odd, but I don't care because it is for a trophy. I then finished enough races to get access to the next area, Prospecto Valley. And this was definitely my favorite area in the game because of the western aesthetic to it. Then I get a trophy for driving around Prospecto Valley for a bit. And then after jumping 100 times, I get another trophy. After doing a couple more races, I destroy 15 cars with missiles, which gives me another trophy. I then race against a horse. Yeah, I'm confused too. But we win that race because, you know, he's an animal. He can't really win a race. Yeah. But after winning a few more races, we get access to the Big Butt County Grand Brick Arena, where we face off against guy number 1. And after beating him, we get a trophy for becoming the champion of Big Butt County. After finishing the Grand Brick Arena, I did a few more side quests which gave me 15 new drivers and a trophy. We then get access to Hornsborough, which is the Halloween themed area of the game, and of course we get a trophy for driving around Hornsborough for a bit. I then got a trophy for destroying 200 vehicles. I then went back to Prospecto Valley and competed in the brick arena of that area, where I raced against guy number 2, and after beating him we get a trophy for becoming the champion of Prospecto Valley. I then get my 10th perk, which is basically things that can improve your driving, and after collecting my 10th one, I get another trophy. I didn't really end up recording anything for Hornsborough because nothing really happened, but here is the trophy for me becoming the champion of that area. But after beating all the brick arenas, we now have access to the Sky Cup Grand Prix. However, it's kind of in the sky, and we don't have a way to get up there, so Clutch uses some launcher that does not look very safe at all, and if I was in that position, I would not use. But finally, we made it to the Sky Cup Grand Prix, and all that stands in our way to get the Sky Cup is Shadow Z. And after completing the race with a very tight ending, we finally get the Sky Cup and a trophy for becoming the Sky Cup champion. Then a cutscene plays where Shadow Z gets flattened by the Sky Cup and throws his hand out of the ground, leaving room for possible DLC or a spin-off second game. The credits roll and we complete the main story. But now that we have completed the main story, we now are on to step 2, the cleanup stage. The cleanup stage can be split into 3 separate parts: collectibles, side quests, and miscellaneous trophies. At the start of this stage, I decided to complete all the garage tutorials, which gave me a trophy. I then found a trick on one of the side quest missions that blows you up every 10 seconds, so I used this mission to get the trophy for wrecking 100 times. Now, in each world there are 3 sets of collectibles: jetpacks, something that is related to that world, and grass cutters. And after getting all the jetpacks in Big Butt County, I got a trophy. I then broke 1,500 objects, which gave me another trophy. And after collecting all rainbow bricks in Prospecto Valley, I get another trophy. And then after a bit, I ended up getting all the jetpacks in Prospecto Valley, which also gave me the trophy for getting all collectibles in Prospecto Valley. I then used every ability in the game, which gave me a trophy. Then I was going around finding all the collectibles in Hornsborough and found this glitched out boat. After exploring Hornsborough for a bit, I found all the garages and got a trophy for discovering all of them. And after hours of grinding, I finally completed all the quests in story mode. And a bit after that, I got another trophy for getting a gold medal on every on-the-go event. I then spun 1,080 degrees in the air without using a jetpack to give me another trophy. I then reached the max level, which gave me another trophy, and cleared all the weeds in the game, giving me another trophy. And then collected the final jetpack in Hornsborough, giving me a trophy for collecting all jetpacks in Hornsborough and for collecting all the collectibles in Hornsborough. I then quickly did the online trophy for finishing 10 races in online matches. I then went around town honking my horn at people, and once honking my 150th person, I got a trophy. And after finishing enough races, I unlocked my 50th car and got another trophy. For the next trophy, I got out my second controller and continuously jumped over rockets. And after jumping over my 50th rocket, I got a trophy. And finally, I got to the two most difficult trophies to obtain, which makes this platinum so rare: 3K drive and 6K drive. These two trophies alone could add upwards of 40 hours onto gameplay. And at the time of getting my last trophy, I wasn't even 50% of the way through the 3K drive trophy. So I got to work, leaving my controller and mindlessly driving around the place while watching YouTube. And after about 10 minutes of driving around, I got bored and closed the game to platinum or enjoyable games. So yeah, I never actually got the platinum for this game. But don't worry, I will probably do it at one point and I'll let you guys know. But that's going to be it for this video. If you like this type of content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to keep up to date with my new uploads, as they come out pretty randomly. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.